The story of the Alfa Romeo Montreal, with 200 horsepower from 8 cylinders, began in 1966. A coupe was to be developed. No limits were set for Alfa's designers or engineers. They were merely asked to show what they were capable of. After 3 years, the motor of the 33 Stradale was seen as right for the coupe, a classic racing engine, not easy to tame for highway cruising. One of the few men to take up the challenge which the Montreal has posed since 1972 is Ulrich Pfeiffer. The first time he espied the car on a poster, his heart won over any rational thought which might have entered his head. He saved for a year and then bought a showroom model. Today he is one of only 187 registered owners, and he has no regrets about the purchase he made. There are 160,000 kilometers on the clock, but it runs as well as on its very first outing. Its owner takes very good care of it, still somewhat surprised that a carpet dealer should end up as an automobile mechanic. Over the years, that's what I've become. The workshops are no help anymore. I watch what they do, then I do my own thing and drive off.
Und man muss ja immer nachgucken, Öl und Luftfilter, ob er sauber ist und alles. Und das sind so Sachen, die vor jeder Fahrt gemacht werden sollten. Und dann fahren wir los.
Drive off with the melodious fanfare of 8 cylinders. For the 65-year-old, music to his ears, but still a driving challenge. There's something of the spaghetti western about this two-seater. The motor resembles an American small block engine, but the car's soul is Italian. To drive it, you must give your all. The Montreal has over-challenged brakes and a modest rear axle. There's no servo steering, and quick cornering demands maximum caution. The prototype was flown into Montreal, Canada in 1967. A special transporter brought it into the expo hall devoted to the cars of the future. It was such a hit that Alfa Romeo decided to commence series production. It took 3 years, but in 1970 the first models rolled off the assembly lines. It took its name from the expo, and its look was almost completely faithful to the prototype. Even the futuristic instrument panel was adopted in mass production, one of the most attractive fascias in any Alfa Romeo ever made. Based on the platform of the Alfa Romeo Giulia, the Montreal went on sale for 35,000 Deutschmarks. Now Alfa could boast a flagship model with a slightly modified racing motor. But this motor, in fact very reliable, was too demanding for many workshops. The result was an epidemic of motor damage. This is one reason why spare parts are extremely rare. Ulrich Pfeiffer has for years collected anything he can get his hands on. In his garage are all kinds of treasures, from motor parts to instrument switches, all thanks to the Alfa Romeo community. It's difficult. I have to drive around a lot. Through the various Alfa clubs, I can get hold of this or that. Or I have to have the pieces specially made. Complex repairs to the motor are beyond Pfeiffer's capabilities, but the V8 still purrs and loves to be driven, preferably on fast straights. The Montreal isn't fond of corners, so how does the engine come to be in top condition? The answer is just around the corner. Ex-Alfa Romeo dealer Dieter Gleich. Few know the Montreal better than he does. In the 70s, when he was a master mechanic and did a lot of racing, he even found himself on the podium after driving an overweight Montreal.
Hallo!
Na?
Du müsstest mal nachgucken.
Have a look. There's something not quite right.
Stottert so ein bisschen rum.
And when something's not quite right, it's usually the Iniezione Sistema Alfa Romeo Spica. The mechanical injection pump is technically a brilliant piece of work, but it's as capricious as a nervous racehorse, and most mechanics fall at this hurdle. They don't manage to set up the pump right, nor the motor either. There used to be a whole lot of special tools, and working on the unit needed to be synchronized. Otherwise, it never functioned properly. Then they started improvising, and it was all over. As one by one Montreal started to stutter, the production began to slow down. The fuel consumption of 18 litres per 100 was critical at the time of the oil crisis in the early 70s. In the 7 years up to 1977, when manufacture of the Montreal ended, only 3,925 of the ultimate Alfa had been made. The Montreal was nevertheless a dream car, a dream to be realized today for only 25,000 euros. In years to come, a rapid appreciation in value can be predicted. Perhaps as rapid as the Montreal's acceleration to its maximum speed of 220 kilometers an hour, pushed by its 8 cylinders and at 5,000 RPM, screaming its story of glorious racing pedigree.